First things first, rest in peace to TakeOff. Condolences to his friends, family, and loved ones. Quavo, Offset, and everybody else that was around him and admired him and was a true friend to TakeOff. It's your boy Lamar Spacey, and we are back with another edition of The Report. Well, what a way to start off the month, November 1st, 2022. As we all know, TakeOff of the Migos was assassinated in Houston, Texas. Now, there aren't many details surrounding the situation. You know, the internet has come up with their own theories and conspiracies, which I will not get into. But there are some important details that are out there, such as like Jay Prince and his mob ties guys being around the situation. Apparently, there might have been arguments, a de-escalation attempt that led up to the unfortunate circumstances. All I know is that the shit is sad. It's like damn near every other week, month, year, not even year, damn near just week and month that we lose another beloved artist. I mean, we just lost P&B 2 months ago. TakeOff. It's just really sad. It's like being a rapper really is the most dangerous occupation you can have right now. And it shouldn't be that way. Now, I mean, these men and women, they get on in the music industry to live out their dreams and shit. And it's just so crazy that they could be doing something as normal as going to a bowling alley for whatever reason, and then some shit like this happens. Now, there are some videos out that y'all can go look up on the internet and all that. But one of the most chilling videos is just Jazz Prince, I believe it is, just walking past his body. And just the fact that there is a video out there, it's like people's mentality is so messed up that the first thought in their head when somebody's injured or hurt or even dying is to pull out my phone, get pictures, and then later sell it to one of these news outlets so they could misreport on it and shit like that. That's one thing that we got to stop. It's not even a new generation thing, because people older than me will do that shit. It's just more of a character and a people thing. We have to stop being so desensitized to our own traumas and things such as death. Now, I mean, it's unhealthy. It's unnatural just to, oh, I'm not even going to help them first. Let me get this footage just in case so I can keep it and spread it around. Hopefully get some notoriety to my name. I don't get I don't understand the mentality behind it. It's disgusting. I wish there was no video out or pictures of the situation. It's really scary. I barely watched any, but just the one of Jazz Prince walking past is just like, damn, there's no regard in your city for what happened to this artist. Now, like I said, I won't get into too much detail about rumors and speculation, but a lot of people are pointing the finger at mob ties and the Prince family. I'm not sure what the real situation is. Like I said, it just, if it's not true, I don't want to put it out there. So y'all can all read the reports and things like that. Just know that people are placing blame on the Prince family for the situation that went down in Houston with TakeOff. It's real unfortunate. And even just off them, just in general, one, it's sad that we can't even travel around the country safely without being extorted by our own people. It's like that whole checking in thing and that whole mafioso mentality. Like, we look up to motherfuckers that don't have no respect for us. And I doubt Italians even do that, or anybody of any race does that to their own people, to their own celebrities when they move around in their country or their city or their state or what have you. It's just really sad that in our community, it seems like we're the only ones that go through this shit. You know what I mean? I don't ever hear about Ed Sheeran getting extorted when he goes to Boston. I don't ever hear about Adam Levine going to Florida and they pressing him for his bag or nothing like that so he can be protected. It's just sad that we have to live and function like this as a people. We have to do better somehow. We just have to do better. And another thing, and this is just completely separate from everything. If I'm a star, if I'm somebody of high caliber, if you will, I'm not going anywhere that could possibly put my life in danger. I'm moving with the utmost security. I'm moving respectfully in other places. But I'm not just going to anybody's hood and hanging out. I'm not going to anybody's block. I'm not doing nobody's crib that lives in a sketchy area. None of that. Of course, a lot of these people that get into these situations, they want to just be regular people and do regular people activities. So they're not thinking that they may be harmed in any way. But I just think that as a star in any situation, that you should always move with tact, move like you ready to be somewhere. You know what I mean? But be prepared. Be observant of your surroundings. Make sure you have the right people around you, and just go to places where you know you can be safe and comfortable at. That's my whole thing on the whole situation. Rest in peace. TakeOff once again. And it's just so sad, man. Like, you really had to be outside to understand the impact that the Migos had. That whole Young Rich Nigga mixtape 2013, we was really in bandos, listening to Hannah Montana, smoking mad loud, making money the way that we had to. Like, that shit is real life. Like, these guys, this trio, this group, has really influenced a whole generation. They changed the rap game, the way people rap, the way people form groups now. And I just hope that now Offset and Quavo could somehow come together for TakeOff at this unfortunate time, you know. I never really, or I was kind of disheartened, I should say, about those three not really seeing eye to eye anymore. And it's sad that something as tragic as death has to bring two people together. We see Offset, he just took a picture of TakeOff and posted it as his IG avatar. And another thing, you people, you have to get outside and fucking touch grass once in a while, you know. Just because people don't run to the internet and don't run to social media as soon as something happens doesn't mean that that person is not going through it. It doesn't mean that they're not mourning. Give people time. You know what I mean? Not everything is for the internet. That's I could say that is some new generation shit. You just don't have to put everything out in the public. You know what I mean? Let the families of each of the Migos have their privacy, have their time to mourn, and just let them do what they have to do during this tough time. That's the best that we can do for them. Let them have peace, and just hope that this thing can get figured out as a whole. Like I said before, rest in peace, TakeOff. Condolences to Quavo, Offset, and everybody else that has been affected by this. Because I know that shit fucked me up a little bit. I had to listen to The Last Rocket. I listened to YRN. I listened to Culture One. Just all those tapes and albums really meant something to me. So I had to take the time to listen to them. Once again, RIP TakeOff. Now, I will say things are getting pretty scary now. You know, Kyrie Irving has been embroiled in some recent controversy for a video he shared. Not even a video, a link that he shared to his Instagram that received a lot of backlash. And I myself, I have not seen the movie in particular, but I have studied a little bit of Black Jewish history. You know what I mean? All I will say is that people have to do the research and not be so dismissive of our history, because we are very much ingrained in pretty much everything. Now, as far as anti-Semitic statements, gestures, anything of the sort, should not be condoned. I don't think Kyrie's intention was to be harmful or hateful. He was pretty much spreading the history of his people. Now, we watch a lot of things that might have some controversial or some things you might raise an eyebrow at, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you support what's being said in that moment or in that time. You know what I mean? it's unfortunate. I wish Kyrie would have, I don't even know the words. I just wish that this wasn't really coming down on him the way it is, because I'm almost positive that he was just trying to be educational. If anybody that follows Kyrie Irving, and even if you don't, if you just go check out his Instagram, mainly his Instagram and his Twitter as well, all he does is post African history. He's a man that's proud of his heritage. He's proud of where he comes from. And that should be the most important thing. That's what should be highlighted. Now, I understand that things can be offensive. And I'm sure Kyrie is taking the time to learn. We've seen that him and the Nets owner, Joe Tsai, they're coming up with a plan to do something for the Jewish community, to donate some money, a very respectable amount. Adam Silver just released a statement, and they're talking about lack of apology. Now, I'm not sure what they're going to pull from Kyrie. A apology might come out, but Kyrie really seems 10 toes down on his stance about his heritage and what he's learning right now. He's just trying to find himself. And I don't think this is necessarily a basketball issue. I don't think that his NBA status should necessarily be affected by this. You know what I mean? Does he have to do what he has to do to repair relationships, I guess you can say? Yeah, he should maybe explain a little bit his intentions of sharing it, because people, they don't look at context. They just go, they see what they see, they run with that. So I kind of do agree with just giving a context so that these people get off Kyrie's back. You know what I mean? Like I said, but one thing that did bother me was the group of people that came to antagonize him at the Brooklyn Nets game when they played the Pacers the other night. I don't think that's how you necessarily fight whatever it is that you're fighting against when it comes to Kyrie, because as I believe, I don't think he's trying to be hateful towards any group. He shared something, probably didn't take everything into account that was in the movie and just shared it. You know what I mean? I'm sure Kyrie, he doesn't go around spreading hate. He doesn't go around attacking people of any race, religion, or creed or anything like that. He's just very expressive, and when he feels something, he's going to put it out there. Is it the best method? Probably not. But Kyrie is Kyrie. He's a grown man, and we just have to see what comes of all of this. You know, I hope that things do work out for his NBA career, but if he has to do something else, I'm pretty sure that he has plans in place where him and his loved ones are going to be well taken care of. So, salute to Kyrie Irving. It's really seems like that black people are under attack right now. We're under a microscope for any little thing we say. God forbid you accurately describe somebody and then you get called racist or hateful or a bigot because of it. You know, it's like you can't even say what a person is because it'll be anti whatever that person might be. So, you know, I just hope that the world could come to some type of understanding, because it's real scary right now. I think the best thing is just to learn and educate and hopefully move on without looking back towards the negative and just keep going towards a positive light in all of this. So that's my take on that. Gucci Mane signs artist Baby Racks and drops him within 1 day. Baby Racks, I mean, this is what I be telling people, man. All you gotta do sometimes is just shut up. Baby Racks went on Twitter to say that if he has a show booked in Houston, he is not showing up, and do not book him there because he don't want to have something happen to him. Now, what I say, what I believe, yes, it is very insensitive at a time like this to be saying something like that about a city where some tragic events just happened. All you gotta do, man, is if you ain't want to go to them shows, you say you couldn't make it that night, try to schedule some or later date, but just you jumping out the gate as soon as something happens and you not even giving condolences or saying something positive, you just say, yo, I'm not going to Houston. Don't book me there. So Gucci Mane says, congratulations, Baby Racks, the first nigga to get signed and dropped in one day. He's not 1017. Atlantic Records say he's not even part of their record label. So do not squander your blessings before your blessings can even occur. Now, this man, Baby Racks, he does have a couple 100,000 views. He does have a song with Gucci Mane. He was out in Dominican Republic. But now it's like he has to scramble around to see where his career might go. And then on top of that, after getting dropped, you want to say it's a lie. And then you want to go tag people that have had issues with Gucci Mane in the past and tell them to holler at you. Them niggas is not looking at you. They looking at you like you're a goofy. One thing I never understood about people is if you rock with somebody, but y'all can't rock with each other no more, why would you try to go and be cool with that person's enemies now? To me, that just like some dick riding shit. Looks goofy. This was a goofy occurrence. And I just hope the dude, Baby Racks, he could learn from it. Hopefully his career is not completely in shambles. I have not heard a song from dude, but I wish him all the best. This is very unfortunate. But then when you do it to yourself, how can you really feel bad about that? The Black Panther Wakanda Forever soundtrack drops tomorrow. I know everybody heard Rihanna's Lift Me Up that came out last Friday. And I like the song. I think it's pretty good. What I think a lot of people are expecting. I think a lot of people were expecting like a club kind of poppy kind of song from Rihanna, but this falls right in line with the theme of the movie. I think it fits perfect. It sounds beautiful. I would like to hear more from Rihanna as time goes on. Who knows? She might come out with something new for the Super Bowl. She might just start getting back into the groove of music. Maybe after the Black Panther soundtrack drops. Who knows? But I think the song was pretty good. A lot of people, they were, I don't want to say upset, but they were kind of confused. They were expecting the Rihanna that they all know. They weren't expecting themed movie track Rihanna. But the whole soundtrack looks like it's going to be beautiful. There's a plethora of features from Future, Tim's, E40, just a whole bunch of people. It's looking like it's going to be lit. The movie comes out the 11th. I know I'm going. I'm about to see if I can get a ticket right now. And I just hope they do a great job, man. I believe it's going to be a beautiful movie. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see all the actors return. I want to see the tribute that they gave to Chadwick. I hear there might be something within the credits, maybe within the movie. But as far as the song, Lift Me Up, and the soundtrack, song is great. Soundtrack looks like it's going to be great. And just look out for it. Tumblr will now once again allow users to upload sexual content, and Elon Musk has been having thoughts about reviving Vine. Now, I think it would be a good investment to revive Vine. You know, it gave users to be able to make content within 7 seconds. It's a fast way to get your name and yourself out there, you know, so I think it's going to be beneficial. You know, we see a lot of people leaving Twitter right now because it's getting pretty wild. The use of the N-word is going up about over 50%. Elon Musk is really about this free speech thing, but what is the cost, really? You know what I mean? It's like, while people are allowed to say whatever they want, there's also consequences to what you do say. So just don't be out there on Twitter or other places thinking that, oh, I can say this, that, and third, and then something wind up happening to you. You gotta think smarter. You gotta have tact. But as far as Vine goes, I'm all with it. Tumblr, it's been a while. I never really was on Tumblr for sexual content. That was more like my, what they call a Finsta. I had a profile there just to look, search, look at art and shit like that. But shit, man, who knows? Tumblr might go back up as one of the top social media platforms, and Vine might make its way back up to the top too, so we just have to see. The Banana Joe's Club and train station has been vacant since 2007 will be receiving $1 million in renovations. Now, I was too young at the time, so I was never in Banana Joe's. I never been around that area. It was before I was really walking around the city, just staying on the south side. But it is good to see, a lot of people are speaking on it. I would like to see it become a venue or some other sort. I know the renovations include new lighting, pretty much a renovated building, newly paved parking lot, and things of that sort. So, it's going to be real interesting how Allentown is going to look within the next couple years. There's no real information on when the renovations will begin, but they are definitely happening. The city's getting a whole facelift. A lot of places are getting rebuilt right now and getting touched up. So it's good to see. Nets and Steve Nash have mutually parted ways, and now the Nets are considering hiring former Celtics head coach Ime Udoka. I say give that man a job. You know what I mean? What he did was wrong. Cheated on his fiance and Nia Long. Probably fucking one of the executives' wives and things of that nature, which you probably shouldn't do, but it was a consensual relationship. Now, I mean, give that man a slap on his wrist. But my thing is, people are acting like this man did something against somebody's will. People are saying that he doesn't deserve a job, that the Nets look shameful, even hiring or considering him. Hey, man, as Stephen A. and many others have said, these things go on in any world, not even just sports. Motherfucker working in a corporate office somewhere could be fucking somebody's wife that's a secretary or something like that. But in all seriousness, I believe Ime Udoka is deserving of a job. In his first year, we saw what he did with the Celtics. In January of last year, they looked like they wasn't getting nowhere. Brought them dudes to the NBA Finals. He was part of the Brooklyn Nets organization before, so I feel like that's a big reason on making him want to return to the team. And it's unfortunate for Steve Nash. I just wish that things worked out better. Now, did Steve Nash deserve that job? Probably not that job. Steve Nash could have coached a team that didn't have as many stars and expectations as the Brooklyn Nets did. But I do hope that Steve Nash could come back into a coaching role sometime in the future. I think now he has some experience. He's dealt with a playoff team. He's dealt with star caliber players. It was kind of sad to see him go, but he wasn't bringing them nowhere. The Nets, they only got like 2 wins this season, about 6 losses. So hopefully things turn around. Ime Udoka might be the one to do the turning around. And if not Ime Udoka, there's still a lot of coach candidates out there. My main one is Mark Jackson, because you saw what he did. He got the Warriors prepped. Now we see that what their dynasty is. So I think Mark Jackson, if anybody, is one of the deserving coaches that needs a job in the NBA right now. But hopefully the Nets, we could see some improvement. I know now we're going to wrap it up with the weather. Now, this weather has been strange. It's been all over the place. Today, the high was 70 degrees. The low was 39. The rest of the week is looking like low 70-degree weather. It's literally springtime in November right now. Now, this is my type of global warming, but that just means this shit is getting serious, man. We got to clean up the earth. But tomorrow, the low will be 41 with a high of 70 once again. Saturday, a low 55 and a high of 74 degrees on Saturday. I'm rolling the grill out this motherfucker. Everybody bring dogs, burgers, steaks, ribs. We going to get lit on Saturday. It's going to be a cookout. There might be a cookout for Thanksgiving this year. Who knows what the way this weather is looking like. Sunday, we want to save that. But just know that this high temperature weather is going to last for a couple more days. We have y'all with the regular weather report on Sundays. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. We got interviews on the way. We got more content on the way. You got more gaming recordings on the way. Space Network, we just trying to do our thing. I'm doing my photo shoot thing. And just shout out to my guy Shango. He blessed after the photo shoot. He's been supporting me since day one. And hopefully now that me and him can start getting some more work done for the people. Space Network, Scapegoat Radio. Be on the lookout in the future for what we got coming to the people. This is your boy Lamar Spacely, and I'm out this bitch.
Peace.